and the name of the 10th power of God was Adonai Melech, which means God. From A10 came B1, the second crown, and the world of Bria was established. The 10 emanations from A1 to A10 inclusive are called the foundations of all creations. The Kabbalists designate them the 10 roots of the tree of life. They are arranged in the form of a great human figure called Adam Kadmon, the man made from the fire mist red dirt, the prototypic universal man. In the Absoluthic world, the powers of God are most purely manifested. These 10 pure and perfect radiations do not descend into the lower worlds and take upon themselves forms, but are reflected upon the substances of the inferior spheres. From the first, or Absoluthic, world they are reflected into the second, or Briatic, world. As the reflection always lacks some of the brilliancy of the original image, so in the Briatic world the 10 radiations lose part of their infinite power. A reflection is always like the thing reflected, but smaller and fainter. In the second world, B1 to B10, the order of the spheres is the name as in the Absoluthic world, but the 10 circles of light are less brilliant and more tangible, and are here referred to as 10 great spirits, divine creatures who assist in the establishment of order and intelligence in the universe. As already noted, B1 is born out of A10 and is included within all the spheres superior to itself. Out of B1 are taken 9 globes, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, B8, B9, and B10, which constitute the world of Bria. These 10 subdivisions, however, are really the 10 Absoluthic powers reflected into the substance of the Briatic world. B1 is the ruler of this world, for it contains all the other rings of its own world and also the rings of the third and fourth worlds, C and D. In the world of Bria the 10 spheres of light are called the archangels of Bria. Their order and powers are as follows. From A10 came B1, the second crown. It is called Metatron, the angel of the presence. From B1 came B2, the second wisdom. It is called Raziel, the herald of deity who revealed the mysteries of Kabbalah to Adam. From B2 came B3, the second understanding. It is called Sifkiel, the contemplation of God. From B3 came B4 the second mercy. It is called Sidkiel, the justice of God. From B4 came B5, the second severity. It is called Samael, the severity of God. From B5 came B6, the second beauty. It is called Michael, like unto God. From B6 came B7, the second victory. It is called Haniel, the grace of God. From B7 came B8, the second glory. It is called Raphael, the divine physician. From B8 came B9, the second foundation. It is called Gabriel, the man God. From B9 came B10, the second kingdom. It is called Sandalphon, the Messias. From B10 came C1, the third crown, and the world of Yetzirah was established. The 10 archangels of Bria are conceived to be 10 great spiritual beings, whose duty is to manifest the 10 powers of the great name of God existent in the Absoluthic world, which surrounds and interpenetrates the entire world of creation. All things manifesting in the lower worlds exist first in the intangible rings of the upper spheres, so that creation is, in truth, the process of making tangible the intangible by extending the intangible into various vibratory rates. The 10 globes of Briatic power, while themselves reflections, are mirrored downward into the third or Yetziratic world, where still more limited in their expression they become the spiritual and invisible zodiac which is behind the visible band of constellations. In this third world the 10 globes of the original Absoluthic world are greatly limited and dimmed, but they are still infinitely powerful in comparison with the state of substance in which man dwells. In the third world, C1 to C10, the globes become hierarchies of celestial creatures, called the choirs of Yetzirah. Here again, all are included within the ring C1, the power which controls the Yetziratic world and which includes within itself and controls the entire world D. The order of the globes and the names of the hierarchies composing them are as follows. From B10 came C1, the third crown. The hierarchy is the Cherubim, Chioth HaKadosh, the holy animals. From C1 came C2, the third wisdom. The hierarchy is the Cherubim, Orphanim, the wheels. From C2 came C3, the third understanding. The hierarchy is the thrones, Aralim, the mighty ones. From C3 came C4, the third mercy. The hierarchy is the dominations, Chashmelim, the brilliant ones. From C4 came C5, the third severity. The hierarchy is the powers, Seraphim, the flaming serpents. From C5 came C6, the third beauty. The hierarchy is the virtues, Malachim, the kings. From C6 came C7, the third victory. The hierarchy is the principalities, Elohim, the gods. From C7 came C8, the third glory. The hierarchy is the archangels, Ben Elohim, the sons of God. From C8 came C9, the third foundation. The hierarchy is the angels, Cherubim, the scat of the sons. From C9 came C10, the third kingdom. The hierarchy is humanity, the Isham, the souls of just men. From C10 came D1, the fourth crown, and the world of Asaya was established. From the Yetziratic world the light of the 10 spheres is reflected into the world of Asaya, the lowest of the 4. The 10 globes of the original Etzaluthic world here take upon themselves forms of physical matter, and the sidereal system is the result. The world of Asaya, or the elemental world of substance, is the one into which humanity descended at the time of Adam's fall. The Garden of Eden is the 3 upper worlds, and for his sins man was forced into the sphere of substance and assumed coats of skin bodies. All of the spiritual forces of the upper worlds, A, B, C, when they strike against the elements of the lower world, D, are distorted and perverted, resulting in the creation of hierarchies of demons to correspond with the good spirits in each of the higher worlds. In all the ancient mysteries, matter was regarded as the source of all evil and spirit the source of all good, for matter inhibits and limits, often so clogging the inner perceptions that man is unable to recognize his own divine potentialities. Since matter thus prevents humanity from claiming its birthright, it is called the adversary, the power of evil. The fourth world, D, is the world of solar systems, comprising not only the one of which the Earth is a part but all the solar systems in the universe. 2 inserts. The Hebrew triad. The Kabbalists used the letter Shin to signify the trinity of the first 3 Sephiroth. The central circle slightly above the other 2 is the first Sephira, Kether, the white head, the crown. The other 2 circles represent Chokmah, the father, and Binah, the mother. From the union of the Divine Father and the Divine Mother are produced the worlds and the generations of living things. The 3 flame-like points of the letter have long been used to conceal this creative triad of the Kabbalists. The plan of divine activity. According to the Kabbalists, the life of the Supreme Creator permeates all substance, all space, and all time, but for diagrammatic purposes the supreme, all-inclusive life is limited by Circle 3, which may be called the boundary line of divine existence. The divine life permeating the area bounded by Circle 3 is focused at point 1, which thus becomes the personification of the impersonal life and is termed the first crown. The creative forces pouring through point 1 come into manifestation as the objective universe in the intermediate space, Circle 2. Continued. Opinions differ as to the arrangement of the globes of this last world, D1 to D10 inclusive. The ruler of the fourth world is D1, called by some the fiery heaven, by others the primum mobile, or the first motion. From this whirling fire emanates the material starry zodiac, D2, in contradistinction to the invisible spiritual zodiac of the Yetziratic world. From the zodiac, D2, are differentiated the spheres of the planets in concatenate order. The 10 spheres of the world of Asaya are as follows. From C10 came D1, the fourth crown. Rashith ha-Galgalim, the primum mobile, the fiery mist which is the beginning of the material universe. From D1 came D2, the fourth wisdom. Masloth, the zodiac, the firmament of the fixed stars. From D2 came D3, the fourth understanding. Shabbatai, the sphere of Saturn. From D3 came D4, the fourth mercy. Zedeg, the sphere of Jupiter. From D4 came D5, the fourth severity. Madam, the sphere of Mars. From D5 came D6, the fourth beauty. Shemesh, the sphere of the sun. From d6 came d7, the fourth victory. Noga.